North Korea threatens to retaliate thousands of times against the U.S. for sponsoring a new set of tougher economic sanctions. At a regional summit in the Philippines, Secretary of State Rex Tillerson offered to negotiate if the North stops testing missiles and halts its nuclear weapons program. He spoke after the UN Security Council unanimously approved the sanctions. North Korea said in a statement overnight, quote, "We will pursue our ambitions to maintain supremacy of nuclear power forever by launching intercontinental ballistic missiles. We won't stop for anyone, no matter what they say." Juliana Goldman is at the State Department. Juliana, good morning.
Good morning. The world's top diplomats are putting on a full-court press to make sure these latest sanctions against North Korea are actually carried out. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson is leaving the door open to negotiating with North Korea, but as far as a time frame, he says we'll know it when we see it.
That would be the first and strongest signal they could send to us, is just stop these missile launches.
At a Monday press conference, Secretary of State Rex Tillerson said North Korea must stop their missile launches for an extended period.
This is not give me 30 days and we're ready to talk. It's not quite that simple.
The sanctions were approved unanimously on Saturday by the United Nations Security Council and included the support of Russia and China. The UN estimates it could slash the North's export revenue by a third after imposing a ban on exports of coal, iron, lead, and seafood. The package also bars other nations from importing North Korean products.
This is the most stringent set of sanctions on any country in a generation.
UN Ambassador Nikki Haley said the sanctions would cripple Pyongyang.
These sanctions will give the North Korean leadership a taste of the deprivation they have chosen to inflict on the North Korean people.
But that's only if China stays on board. At the ASEAN conference, China took an uncharacteristically stern posture, telling North Korea's foreign minister that the regime needed to calm down, accept the sanctions, and not retaliate. But Beijing also urged the U.S. and South Korea to cease military operations and remove the U.S. THAAD anti-missile system, something neither country accepts.
Our annual joint military exercises have been carried out regularly and openly for nearly 40 years. They will continue.
China is the big question mark here. In the past, they've gone along with sanctions only to eventually back away. And Charlie, the other overriding concern here is whether or not this is too late. It's going to take some time for the sanctions to go into effect. And meanwhile, North Korea is continuing to develop its nuclear missile technology.
Thanks, Juliana.